Hola. All those people that aren't here yet. I didn't set it up ahead of time. I'm a bad YouTube person. Never know if I'm going to do one of these on Saturday night anymore because just got a notification. Let me see. Cool. Landing. Bold. Checking to see what the my notification is over. See who went light on light. Oh no, it's just log cabin. So how are we doing this evening? Figure it's usually about 5 or 10 minutes in when people start showing up. So I just don't talk about anything important for the first however long. It's a paintbrush that I gave my grandson so he would not try to get my other paintbrushes. And he plays with it periodically and then throws it down, and then I pick up with it and I use it for a fidget spinner. Anyway, how goes he? How is life in Little Texas? Mumpy, Texas. Hey, Carol. How is life in the frozen north? Y'all getting any of the rain next week, or is that just us? It's supposed to be cold and rainy all week. This week. Here. Well, hello, Phil. Long time no see. Yeah, I noticed that. Working in how are you liking that? Working in a toy store thing. How's your budget holding up? You only need so many. Some got in here and got these all sticky. That's gross. Old Smoky Peanut Butter Whiskey. Never heard of such a thing. Yeah, and I joke. The quite honestly, there's there's a couple guns I never shoot that I have, but there's only I would like to have a pump shotgun, but not for defense or anything like that either. I don't want no technical. I want a bird gun. It's the only thing if I get another one, that's what it'll be. So, oh, that's cool. I have figured out that with these progressive lenses, I can't see what I'm shooting at. So my depth perception's off too much. Still do okay with optics. So just iron sights aren't my friend anymore. So sucks. I mean, I can't see the sights without the glasses on, but um, the further something is away, the further off its actual location it actually is. I don't know how to explain it. My eyes have two separate focal points. Been like that my whole life. And not focal points, focus points, focal points. Anyway, uh, eye strain headaches have always been a thing or whatever. And uh, the color blindness thing has gotten worse. Used to be deficient. Now I'm just plain. I really can't see colors. Um, just shot a rattlesnake that was a little over 2 foot long. And actually, it was the little lapdog, little hide that found it. He started growling real low and slow and walking across the yard. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should go see what that is. And sure enough, there was a rattlesnake crawling. That thing wasn't, what, 5 paces from where the kids' toys are? So,
Yeah.
I don't have to take my glasses off for the scope. So it's just that I've never been able to shoot a semi-automatic handgun. I've never shot them enough. I mean, honestly, well, that's weird. I just, man, I enjoy shooting wheel guns. I've never really enjoyed shooting the semi-automatics or whatever. I mean, they have their purpose. Um, anyway, that yeah, that was a decent sized snake, I guess. Still, I mean, he's out there, he's fresh enough. I'm still debating whether or not to go out there next to skin him. I didn't just go ahead and do it because I had my pocket knife on me. I uh, did something for my grandson and laid my pocket knife down on the table and it's still laying in here. So, I hear people busting on 22 long rifles all the time, and I'll never understand that. Um, I mean, they put people in the ground every freaking week in Detroit with them. Uh, so, and the largest thing I've ever brought down uh, with a 22 long rifle was a right at 200 pounds, 200 pounds up. Uh, so smallest thing I've ever shot is I shot a bumblebee once. So I know you can use on anything from a bumblebee to a 200-pound hog. So there's that. Hey, T-Boy. Hey, man. For the weight cost of 100 rounds of 223, I can carry, hell, I don't even know, probably 400 rounds. Actually, I don't know. The lead's pretty close to the same weight. So, I mean, you got, I think, what are, oh man, 223s and 5.56 all right at what, 45, 55 grain slug, some of them 60. I don't know if you're really in the 60s. And I've got some 22s that are hyper velocity that are 33 grains slug. And then I've got some that are 42 grain slugs. And then I have some that are subsonic that I don't even know what those they're twice the size of a standard 22 slug. So, hey, Walter. I haven't actually shot any of the subsonic ones. I just bought them because everybody's talking about how cool they were. I need to do a 2x4 test. It's not whether they'll go through, it's whether or not they'll take splinters on the back side. That's what you're looking for. I learned that a 17 HMR is deadly on a small thing, but I have never been able to bring down a coyote with one. Is that the buckwheat? So we have no clue when we eat it. We're not going to have any clue what we're eating. That's wonderful. My wife is taking up aquaponics. She grows plants in the kitchen, and then we put them in salad. Sprouts, I like them. They're flipping delicious. Those little reddish. Seriously, those are hot.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're
Slightly.
This one says slightly.
Slightly, okay. The one that the salad mix or whatever, you get a mouthful of them radishes all in one place, and it's painful.
Yeah.
Because there's different kinds of radishes. There's, hey, let's have those in a salad, and then there's, hey, let's throw those at our enemy and make them eat them. Radishes.
The buckwheat we have to put on the.
Hey, Savage. Oh, Mel. I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all think the 22 long rifles junk? I mean, I won't get shot with one. That little 40 grain bullet stopped that rattlesnake dead in its tracks. It just kind of said, "Oh, I have a headache." Actually, it kind of lost its mind. They're When possible, I use the rifle because it's cool. A rattlesnake won't strike at a rifle barrel. They're actually not gonna. So you can put the barrel of safely put the barrel right over the snake and just you don't have to aim. You just kind of go bang. And shoot 'em. I've done it so many times. I don't know how to explain how I do it. I don't know. Just point the gun at the snake's head and you shoot it. And it's weird. You would think a rat would be the same way, but I try to do it to a rat and I can't hit him for nothing. Hey, Liberty Garden. For any applicant, when we're talking specifically Homestead, and people are like, "Oh, this is my Homestead gun," and they've got an AR with a laser and a strobe and red dot, flip up sights, uh, tactical foregrip, collapsible stock, 253 round magazine, stuff like that. And you're just like, we can do that. That's me. I'm just like, I have one, but it has one purpose. I pray to God I never have to take it out for what it's for. I mean, I've taken it hunting, much to my chagrin. I think I've got the issue fixed with the barrel though. I don't know, man. That's I have I'm going to be real generic about it. I have a 30 caliber rifle. I have a well, everybody knows I have the 270. I have the 5.56 and I have 12 gauge. I still need to fix the 410. I have a 20 gauge, which actually is. I'd rather shoot at varmints with the 20 gauge than the 12 gauge. Just the ammo's so daggone expensive for 20 gauge anyway. And I have a 40 caliber, which was my carry. And then I have the 257, which is I keep that with me like it's my favorite puppy. I'm 22 poor. I love them damn things. and I have a couple of 9s. The 9s are new to me. I'm learning to shoot those. But see, that's the deal. Around here, I can't. I'm not. I don't know about y'all, but trying to shoot a 2-foot long rouse. I mean, that their head's about the size of a quarter, if you're lucky. More closer to a beer tap. The part you got to hit to make them stop being dangerous is about the size of a pinto bean. So you have to destroy that pinto bean to make that snake stop trying to bite you. So you blow half of a rattlesnake's face off and it can still bite you. You shoot it in the neck, it can still bite you. I don't shoot at rattlesnakes with any of the semi-automatics. I had a Glock on me, and I found a rattlesnake, and I went and got a hoe. I literally went and got a hoe rather than just trying to shoot it, because, yeah. So. I don't know, we went rabbit hunting with a 222 once. That was interesting. The trick was you had to be a good shot. So. Yeah, shovel would work. And we actually had a shovel out there, but we couldn't. It had got up in the wood pile and couldn't get the shovel to it. So got it to stick its head out of the pile, and I shot it in the face. So, and then we drug it out and I took a picture. So, hey, David. Doing good. I've thrown rocks on rattlesnakes before. It doesn't kill them straight away. I am fond of, if you got a decent softball bat, that'll stop them. Depending on if they're on plowed ground, if they're on cultivated soil, yeah, you need a shovel or a hoe or something that's going to actually stop them. That baseball bat's just going to tick them off. Same thing. I mean, cultivated soil, what rock might not be enough. And I actually have some snake shot, but that stuff got so expensive. And the snake shot doesn't work really well out of a pistol. It's weird. You would think it would do okay, but like the revolver or whatever, it's got that little gas leak around the cylinder, so you lose some of your forward momentum, and your barrel's so much shorter, so the stuff starts spinning, and you're shooting it out of a rifle barrel, so that stuff spins as soon as it leaves the barrel, and they're not good for anything past 10 feet. I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, you still, if you're gonna shoot a snake with a snake shot, you need to be, you know, basically, if it's 6 foot rattlesnake, you need to be within 6 feet. And uh, I don't like that. I mean, rattlesnakes can only strike 2/3 of their body length, uh, but they can recover and strike repeatedly. So, while moving forward, been there, done that. For 48.5 inches, she scared the crap out of me. I saw some guys talking about or trying to praise the 22 short as a self-defense round or whatever. Man. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be shot with one, but if you're going to go with a 22 pistol, you might as well go with the 22 long rifle. For starters, that 22 short ammo is uh, scarce as hen's teeth, just about. I'm going to get me a cup of coffee. I meant to do that before we started, so I apologize. Yeah. And the weird pregnant females are jerkwads. Oh, I'm sorry. Best part about Halloween, the availability of rocks canned corn. I would really like this in this. Hear me out on this. I would like to see a 25 caliber round that was um, that had a powder charge behind it, similar to a 32, the long ones, 32 special. Um, I fully believe that would be a very um, formidable thing. Mostly, I think it would make an excellent varmint gun. It would have a little bit more punch than the uh, 22 long rifle. I mean, this is going to be a heavier bullet, and it'd be a center fire. I think it'd be cool. People don't realize they're like, oh, this BB gun only shoots 400 feet per second. That's not a toy. Exactly, man. And I wouldn't go deer hunting with a 22 long rifle, but if I was surviving, I would not want to be a deer that made the mistake of getting inside of 50 yards. I would be stupid. And yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the head. I'm not planning on hanging it on the wall, guys. Actually, one of my favorite parts of the deer is the neck roast. Wrap that sucker in bacon. Cook it for a really, really long time. Hey, refrigerator heart. Maple syrup, whiskey that tastes like maple syrup, sign me up. Somebody help me out with PCP. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess that was a air rifle. So there's your answer there, dude. Savage air guns, not me. I have one Chinese made. Well, no, that's not true. Yeah, I own one pellet rifle that shoots like 280 foot per second. That's it. It's 177 caliber. And you can't hit anything past 10 yards with it. So there's that. It's a big one lunger. You break barrel it, and it's got that big cylinder that rams forward and compresses all that air into the barrel. Actually, I preferred my Chinese SKS to the Russian one. I don't know why. Uh, I have both of them, and I would take my Chinese one back just like that. He doesn't. Then what's he doing drinking maple syrup flavored alcohol if he doesn't drink alcohol? They should say that for people like. Well, I don't drink that much anymore either. Um, I would drink maple syrup flavored whiskey. Like maple syrup. Well, see, that's not. It's that I think personally that's a load of crap. Yeah. Oh, well, the manufacturers are prioritizing these. No. You sold those other guns, Mr. Remington. You sold that gun. You need to make sure that the ammunition for that caliber is available. Was it 220 Swift? Is it 220 Swift? I believe. Uh, 22 250. I'm trying to think. 22 Hornet. There's a lot of really good varmint calibers out there that you just can't get ammo for anymore. You've shot your last coyote. Uh, Not everybody wants to have to wait for the bullet to get there when they shoot a coyote. You know, some people want their 22 250. They want to actually watch the coyote go down in this time zone. So you can mold slugs. They sell slug molds for the PCP rifles. I know that because I follow Air Arms South Africa or something like that. Used to, but it got to where he was just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it, I was actually getting pretty sick of watching him and his friends completely outshoot everybody I know. So these guys are dropping animals at whatever 700 meters is. Yeah, that's probably not going to be edible. Oh, you can't. I got some Remington 7.62 by 39. Who's in the market? Who wants to buy some? I got some. I'll show you some. But that's only because I got a crap ton of that steel case and stuff. I bought the other because I was going to get some reloading. Yeah, good luck with that shit. An asshole panic buyers out there with nothing but money made it to where the rest of us just got starved in the apocalypse, which is not my plan. My plan is to come to your house and walk over your anemic corpse and take all your stuff because you starved to death because you can't eat. Because you can't eat ammo. That's planning. Hold on. I'm bugging our sticker exit. Y'all had them pooping out primers so fast that I've actually got a box of ammo that's not any good. Well, I think the primers are okay. Because primer's going off. The powder is not burning. Somebody explain that one to me. One that's so far out of that box, 1 out of 4 has gone. And another one went, or went, scared the poop out of me. There was like a half a second delay between the primer and the actual deal. Man, it gummed up my gun. Because the primer has enough force apparently to push the slug out of the cylinder, and yeah, it wasn't an efficient burn. This is a couple years old, and that's what I'm thinking it was, is the humidity contamination. I think that might have been the box that I had in my my green truck, the one with the spider on the window. And the window seals on it aren't the best. So I mean, I'm not going to bust the guy's chops about it. Just I don't know what to do with the ammo. Well, it depends on if you suck at shooting there, Liberty. You can screw it up and have to do it again, honestly. I need to clean my SKS. I shot it. Some of that Army surplus in one the other day, and I cleaned it. Yeah, but you got to have. I've seen them pairing them air guns up with the hand pump. Yeah, I would rather just go set a deadfall. I forget what the count was up to before the guy finally called it good on that 50 caliber. And he didn't even make it all the way. He just, okay, that's close enough. I think he forget what he got it to. He says, I only need one shot. Yeah, that's okay if you're, I guess if you're in real good shape and you're not too terribly concerned with calorie intake. I would have one if I had however many stage compressor it takes to get those things pumped up to that. Because they sell one that you can plug into your car, I believe. I think. Maybe not here, but they do. I believe that's what that guy was using. Now, he may have just been by his car. I don't know. Un momento. I actually have a lot of respect for air rifles. I'm not dissing them. I would actually for some things I think they're ideal. I don't have anything, or never owned one big enough to try to take a deer or anything like that. I have hunted small game with it before. I had I want to say it was a Benjamin 22 caliber, and then a Crossland 177 caliber. The multi pumps, whatever ones you had to pump up, and I actually like those. They shoot straighter because they're basically the same as the, they don't have as much air, but they shoot the same way as the compressed air rifles do. They don't have a big cylinder that goes slamming forward, causing a bunch of vibration and this, that, and everything else. So the triggers are better on them. The triggers on the cylinder guns are, the big brake barrels or stuff like that. The trigger is so flipping hard that it's really tricky to shoot them accurately. Hold on. Savage 99. What is it? Why do I feel like I know that gun? Because that's the other rifle. That's the one. In a heartbeat, man. I would sell one of y'all's kids for one of them, just for the record. I wanted a Savage 99 since I was a little kid. Saw a picture of one in Good and Stream or something like that when I was a little kid, like 11 or 12. And it's like, oh, I want one of these. And I found it when I was young adult. I found several of them, but the people were insane. I mean, they were just like, no, that's like a month's salary, dude. So, I'm going to turn the camera off. We're going to go outside because it's smoke break. We've made it to smoke break time. I should have redone my coffee before I turned the camera off. Y'all going to have to walk over here with me while I get me some coffee. That's what I was doing, was making me some cigarettes while I go. Couldn't find my cigarettes, and there they are right there. My wife hid them from me in plain sight, right where I put them down. I watched that. I put that stuff right where he left it, and he'll never find it. Seems mean to me, but the way she rolls. She always risks his jig for my part. Hi, honey.
Oh, that's good.
Set things up different than normal because the wind's blowing. Be blowing right into the mic. They'll be like, what is that horrible noise? No, this one would work. Ugh. You see that the soft point 7.62 by 39, that stuff just disappeared. The soft point or the hollow point, uh, I'm almost out. Even the 270 stuff, I haven't been able to find any soft point on it. Yeah, and I'm sorry, but Savage, the brake barrels, the triggers are just freaking horrendous. I guess if you don't buy a cheap gun, one that's sold at Walmart, where it's like, oh God, we can't have anybody get shot with this. Stay behind the gun. Yeah, the 7.62 by 39 is out there, but it's a specific type of the 7.62 by 39. And muzzle velocity is not everything. That's the reason you don't shoot elk with a 22 250. Yeah, I know a guy with 5-gallon buckets of it just sitting in his hallway. That's a different story. I didn't know the temperature had dropped out here. Yes, that's what I figured out with the 17, little 17, what is it, HMR, whatever, the neck down 22 Magnum. Yeah, it's zinging, but it's just going to go right through something. That's why I want to do I want to check that subsonic 22 I have, ammunition I have against the 32 grain stuff I have. But that stuff's designed more for uh, the hypervelocity is what they call it, is for bombing and stuff. You're shooting at groundhogs or prairie dogs at 100 yards. So you need the bullet to fly fast, so you don't have as big of an arc. Sadie, fat dog, fat dog. You're a fat cow. Well, you're not really a cow. You're more like a dog. That's what you are, a dog. You're just a fat dog. You're a fat B word, is what you are. Can't believe you wouldn't go guard me from that rattlesnake. Did one time and now you're scared of him. Jeez. Ah. Does your wife know about that, Ungrateful? And whose mothers were they? I'm just asking. Hazel, she was doing something. I mean, you can read that comment yourself. Okay, Carol, have a good night. I would like to have a muzzle loader, a black powder muzzle loader. I just think, honestly, think about it. I mean, that just makes a whole lot of sense. You can literally make everything for the gun yourself. Um, down to replacement parts. If you've got enough time and enough files, you can, if your trigger breaks, you can make a new one. Your hammer breaks, you can make a new one. And yeah, you can make the powder yourself. Well, right now, everybody's trying to cause some kind of ammo scare. Um, I need to go get some ammo, but that all I do is buy. I just replace what I shoot. I shoot and then I go back and try to buy, and that's my mistake, I guess. Instead of go buy ammo and then shoot, I um, my great downfall is, I guess, my faith or my trust in my fellow man that they won't just like, you know, little Johnny won't just take all the candy in the store just because it's there. Um, I was in the gun store the other day, and it's been a few months ago, and I had been in there the day before, and they said, "Yeah, hey, we got a truck coming in with some ammo tomorrow. Yeah, be here around 11." I showed up at 11:30, asking if they'd unloaded it yet or got the ammo out yet, because we were going to have a range day, and I was like, I just need 2 boxes. I'm not buying a whole lot or whatever. And anyway, the guy said, "Yeah, it's in the back." And went back there, and this guy was like, he literally had both cases of the 9mm that they had got in that day, setting on his little uh, shelf of the stuff he was claiming for himself or whatever. He's like, "Man, y'all sign says 2 boxes." That's cases, sir. And the young lady actually forcibly removed the ammo from him and opened it, uh, so it would no longer be 2 boxes. Yeah, that guy was so pissed. I mean, he wasn't in there to get ammo. He was in there to buy, to get his hands on all of it. He didn't need it. He wasn't planning on shooting it. It was during all that ammo shortage or whatever. But my daughter had just got a new pistol, and my son had just got a new pistol. And we were going to shoot, and we couldn't shoot because you got to replace what you shoot. If if you've got like rules, we have rules. I want so many rounds of everything. So I actually like the stores that have limits on how much ammo you can buy at one time. Um, if they've got a lot of it or whatever, set the limit high. But um, I don't. Just because you're lucky enough to be the first guy in the store doesn't mean you should be able to buy every box of ammo that finally arrives. You just shouldn't. You shouldn't want to be that guy. Anyway, um, the reason that lady did that for me was because I bought some ammo about 4 weeks earlier, and they had a 2 box limit. There was 2 boxes on the shelf. I grabbed 1 box, and she's like, "You don't want both of those?" I said, "No, somebody else is going to come in and need some," and there it is. Uh, you know, yep. Be decent. People act decent. I gotta go get a jacket. Be right back.
Do not go in the house.
I'm back. I like the lever action 30-30s. But if I bought a lever action, it would be the 357, honestly. Now, I would like to have a 30-30 and a bolt action. I'm sorry, it's just probably for anybody that hunts in the woods or whatever, there's not a better deer rifle out there. I'm sorry, there's not a better hunting rifle out there. That's Deputy Dog. Want to watch? Let's see whichever one's else up there. There, you like that one better? That's a astronaut zombie. A zombie astronaut. Oh, whoa. The leg of my chair went off the patio there, guys. I'm glad I did not have the camera on. That was embarrassing. True, man. That's another reason why I like the 22. I mean, you can shoot your gun long enough and frequent enough to where you literally know your gun. You know when the trigger's going to break. You know your firearm, and you're not having to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or plain white rice and beans. I mean, you can still take your wife out to dinner after you buy your ammo. Yeah, my grandson's little rifles here. It's a 22. It's a AR style 22 caliber rifle. I want to play with it, but I need to call him first and ask him. I did make one mistake back in the day. I would always sight my rifles in with CCI. I am a firm believer in CCI 22 long rifle. I believe it is the best 22 long rifle ammunition out there. I mean, bar none, it is the best 22 ammunition on the planet. but then you set it in with the 38 grain CCI or whatever, and then you start trying to shoot that 40 grain stuff, the federal or whatever, and you're just like, why does my gun suck? Because the bullet flies different. That's why. To a degree, but every trigger is different. Well, you can set up all your guns the same, but the trigger break on my 22 bolt action is not the same as on the single shot. It is there's 6 miles of travel in that Model 60. And oh God, it's a heavy trigger. I need to get a little digital fish scale or whatever and check, because I mean that trigger makes it really hard to shoot. You got to be super careful with my JC Higgins. When you get ready to shoot, you apply pressure to the trigger. Do not apply pressure to the trigger until you're ready to shoot. I think that's more because it's broke in than anything else, though. Yeah, at 25 yards. We were pissing around shooting steel at 10 yards the other day. We ain't doing that crap no more. Kept getting peppered. Yeah, doing it. And I don't need one. I'll probably never own one. I wish I would like to have one. If anybody wants to buy me something for my birthday, which is coming up. I want one of the Ruger Mark 1s. I think a Mark 2. I don't want a bull barrel either, damn it. I want the little cone. I want the little cone shaped barrel on it. I just think they're cool. I think they're super sexy pistols themselves. I haven't shot that high standard nearly as much as I figured I would after I got it. Been more worried about getting a holster put together for it than actually shooting it. Because I want to make that my daily carry. I'm gonna sport that gun around like it's brand new. The deer around here all run a lot. they run whenever I get close to them, like within 200 yards. They run off into trees every time. Is that what you meant? You're not going to want to shoot them with a full metal jacket, Liberty. I can tell you that. I would go with the hollow point or soft point if you can get them. There's that, Aaron. That's the beauty of the 357 lever action is you can take and that's just that's one of those things. I mean, that's a prepper gun right there. If you want something that, because both 350, I mean, it's not as popular as it used to be, but 357 and 38 are not rare. They're not oddball ammo. .243 has a lot more power. Honestly. If you're gonna go with .243, why not just go to a 270? Then you can shoot anything. People are, oh, you don't shoot at a elk with a 270. Why not? There's a lot of guys that shoot uh, deer and hog and stuff around here with the 223s. If it'll kill a 150-pound pig, it'll kill a 150, 160-pound deer. The end. The I was actually freaked out by the exit wounds from the 7mm Magnum. The exit wounds were smaller from the 7mm Magnum than they were from my 270 because all the shots that I took with that 270 were within 75 yards, and the bullet was going so flipping fast it just went all the way through. I had a rib once, and it made more than one exit, but it still just went through. The ethical hunting or whatever, I would not. Ethical hunting means that, okay, November deer season starts, right? You need to be at the range every week, and you need to put a box of ammo downrange with your gun before you go to the blind or to the whatever tree stand, whatever it is you're hunting out of. You need to make sure, oh, wow, shoot, fine. You need to make sure that you can shoot really, really good. I don't even try for neck shots anymore. I don't trust myself not to. I go for the organs. I'd rather just go get them than miss. You only have to miss by a little bit. To, uh, if you don't hit that bone in the neck, man, it can take them forever to die. I mean, if you hit them in the neck and the spine, then you've done your job. But all right, Tibor. Yeah, they make the 243s really light for whatever reason. It's like I shot one of those the breakover 243s. I ain't putting one of those on my shoulder again. That's stupid. That recoils hell. Uh, you know something with some recoil? You shoot in the gaunt, the Mosin the gaunt. Good lord, that 7.62554, that thing will knock your shoulder in the next Tuesday. I don't think there's much hog hunting left over there at that property I was on. They had the helicopter out there, 2 weeks ago, and they went through thousands of rounds of ammunition. Yeah, uh, you need to have, honestly, if you can consistently uh, put 5 rounds in a 3-inch circle at 100 yards, you can go hunt. But uh, the I've been hunting for a long. I still get buck fever. I'm sorry, and you can miss. And my 270 kicks like a mule, but the no, uh, the gun, it kicks way worse than a 30-06. 30-06, I think a 30-06 kicks harder than a 7mm. Bad, depending on the rifle it's in. The bigger the round, the heavier the rifle needs to be. You want something to absorb some of that. The end. Yeah, 30-06 works. It's a that's 30-06 is literally the can kill anything in North America round. Um, elk, longhorn, or bighorn, buffalo, whatever. It's pretty awesome. I don't think 222s. Um, I don't know if I'd try to take a deer with a 222. I mean, yeah, if I, 20 years ago, yeah, I wouldn't do it now. 20 years ago, I was a lot better shot. But if you do not have a 22 caliber, and seriously, um, a bolt action, you need a 22 long rifle bolt action. You need a bolt action 22 long rifle for if you homestead, and you just do. They're you don't lose any of your 22 or any of your velocity to any action or anything like that. You don't wind up with all this gumming going on everywhere because of the gas coming back. They're super simple. There's not that much can go wrong with them. Um, they just they just make sense. Why bolt action? Because you're like I said, they're simpler. There's you know when you're shooting at something with a bolt action, you know that you're not going to get another shot at whatever it is you're shooting at. Rabbit, whatever. When you go, pew, that if you don't hit it, that critter's gone. I think when you've got a semi-automatic rifle, there's always that thing in the back of your head. Ooh, if I miss, I can shoot again real fast. No, or you make the mistake if you shoot and then it doesn't fall right away. You throw two more pieces of lead down range at it. It's why? I mean, you're not going to hit if you didn't hit it when it was sitting still. You're not going to hit it a dead run. Um, and I used to be able to I could get another round down range pretty quick with my bolt action. Now, if you practice with it, you can too. It's not that hard to do. Uh, but Yeah, there's better accuracy. It's just they're the bolt action's better for actual legitimate shooting. Everybody's like, well, you don't want to shoot anything past 50 yards with a 22. Oh, really? Um, I can't do it, but my son has knocked prairie dogs off their little mounds at 150 yards with 22. And it's not. You just have to know your gun. Okay, it's going to drop X number of whatevers, blah blah blah. But he's always just had a knack for it. He can just shoot shit. He's always been able to shoot shit. Uh, he wasn't with me when he shot that. Me and I can't get him to come all gun with me. Well, yeah, but I'm sorry when a half an inch really matters at 50 yards, a half an inch really matters at 50 yards. So the we used to go pigeon hunting with 22s, and yeah, it's a pretty decent sized bird, and you can aim at their, you can shoot them, you can kill them with a 22 easy. I mean, they're a big bird, but when you intend on eating them, you're trying to shoot something the size of your thumb. You're shooting them in the head. You actually get upset when you hit one in the breast. You're like, oh, because you just wasted the whole bird. You just shot it for nothing. We actually used to use 22 long, 22 short or 22 long when we were shooting the pigeons. So.
Where you at?
Where you were?
Oh, he was growling again. I don't know where he was at.
Hide was growling again. Okay, guys. The dog sounded off on another rattlesnake, so I'm going to call this a wrap up and get the boomstick and walk around and see if we can find the offending Slytherin before it gets in cover. So, anyway, God bless y'all. Stay alive. Do not die. If you don't have a 22, get a 22.